Welcome back to the reality, guys. I'm your host, Billy Blinks, joined as always by my co-host, Brian.
Hello.
As you guys can see, we have a bigger crowd than we normally have here. If you watch some of our other interviews early on, we have a returning friend here, Kyland, friend of the show, it's recurring guest. It's pretty good. We only have a few recurring guests, so that's good. When we did the interview, he kind of mentioned in his time outside of the house that there was something that he called the Jailhouse. It was a group of gentlemen, a nice, fine, eclectic group here of guys from the show, and that they have a good story to tell that we think that fans of the show, even not even fans of the show, but even fans of these guys just in real life would want to hear about and have them all say what's right, what's not right. So I'm going to go around, introduce everybody who's here. We'll start over here on my right, Nick P.
What's up? What's up?
Mike. Mike, do you want to be? I feel like they really shortchanged you and they never allowed you to say your full name. So if you want to say your full name for everybody,
it's Michael DeKessian III.
Very good. I just want to make sure. I don't think it was very fair. So we got our boy Zach. We didn't get to see a lot of it, but Zach, great to see you.
How are we doing?
I think you're gonna get 10 times more screen time on this interview than you got to have on FBoy. So we're glad we can help out.
Won't be hard to top.
And then, like we said, really dedicated here to the interview. Our boy Dewayne, he is pulled over in an undisclosed location, safely ready.
Never let him know.
We were told that we couldn't start this. He was the last one to jump in, but we said we had to wait. And there was a little bit of blame maybe going on pre-interview. We're going to get to it, but I just want to kind of set the stage here. So whoever wants to start, I just kind of want to know what's the Jailhouse? Somebody, let's just get this going here. Let's introduce everyone to the premise here of the group, and then we'll just riff off of that. So what's the Jailhouse?
All right, I'll get started. So basically, all the guys that got eliminated were sent to a Holiday Inn Express. You would think we would be in a regular Holiday Inn. These cheap motherfuckers put us up in an Express. It's all right. It did the job. There was a gym attached to the facility, which was pretty dope. So us meatheads had a great time.
Can't forget the cafe.
And then next door there was a cafe that we would all go to and just like literally like mob there and like pick up like hot Colombian bitches.
Shout out Juliet.
Shout out Juliet.
So long story short, we all decided to sneak out one night through the exit door in the back. 16 guys, like every single person besides Elon and Brandt and Wukong on one occasion snuck out. Right, bro, it was like a movie. When I tell you this, it was like a movie.
We had a getaway van.
We had a getaway van and everything. Okay, so we escaped the first time, and this like crazy looking Brazilian freaking security guard with like a weapon or some shit was like, you got to go back in there. You got to go back in there. So we all mobbed back inside, and then 10 minutes later, we went out the other door. Like little kid. So then we saw like this one white van. I don't even know if we even knew if it was a fucking Uber, but we like waved that shit down and we're like, take us downtown. And we jump in this fucking van like a bunch of idiots, right? Flopping
16
over the place.
deep.
16 dudes in this fucking. Yeah, so like 16 dudes in this van. We're like all laughing, dying, laughing. They're like, holy shit. And like we ran and like the security was chasing us, getting in this van. We left. We get to this club, Mandala. We're hanging out. We're buying bottles. I think we bought like 9 bottles in one night. But we did this like 3 nights in a row.
Yeah.
But like the third night was like the worst, which was like what I'm just talking about, where we actually got like in trouble for it.
Yeah, Saturday night.
So we get back to the hotel. We get back to the hotel at like, I don't know, like 3-4 o'clock in the morning because the club's still closed there at like 2. Some guys went and hung out with bitches, and then some guys just said, fuck it, we're gonna go home. So we get back to the hotel, and like I'm telling you, a week later, like we were like, all right, fuck, we're not gonna go out no more. Cause like we got like, so like the security guard was like, you're gonna get in trouble. A week later, Ben, I guess it's like the bigger producer, like one of the bigger like head honcho producers, was like, he like sat us all down like behind the hotel and was like, and we were like all sitting there and he was just walking back and forth, back and forth. This motherfucker took like literally like 15 minutes to even speak a word out of his mouth. He just like wanted to make the aura of the room just like you could hear like a fucking pin drop.
And it was hot as fuck out. It was like 95 degrees.
Facts, bro. It was
so he just paced back and forth, back and forth, back and forth. And then he was like, well, you guys leave me no choice. I said in the very beginning, if you go out and you party, you can risk getting COVID. We don't know what type of activities you guys did, blah, blah, blah. Like how much you're drinking.
Oh, the funny part.
What type of hookers you could be fucking with diseases, Zach? Literally, like anything. Like anything.
I would play. I can't. No, I was not happening. I was doing none of that. I was doing none of that.
So really quick though, this is the funniest part about the entire thing, right? So when we get caught, right? Like we get caught sneaking out, and so one of our producers gets everybody together. Right. And so actually I left to go grab a belt. So I wasn't there for this talk. He gets all the boys together. Right. And he gives this sentimental speech. He says, guys, I really need my fucking job. If you guys get me in trouble, like you're going to make me lose my job. So and he said that. He's like, you guys are literally in control of my job. Please. He's like begging us, please do not do this to me. And so I wasn't there for the talk, but that's what they said it as.
He literally was like, he's like, okay, so long story short, this is the guy he's talking about. I don't know if we could say his name.
I don't think we should.
I probably would not say his name, but he was basically our like caretaker. Like he would like make sure like we had.
He was our father.
Put it this,
like, he
guys.
was
basically our father of the group, like making sure. Like,
he's really cool.
Put it this way, guys.
Cool
If he worked for HBO Max, he probably doesn't have a job anymore. So he's probably in the clear.
All right, so I'm still not gonna say his name, but whatever. So he was basically like our caretaker, okay? And this is like on the second night. I don't know if it was the second night we went out or the third one where he actually got in trouble. But he ran outside and jumped in one of the vans that we were like sneaking out in and was like, guys, my grandma is in the hospital. I need to pay her bills. Like I let
that part out on purpose because I just didn't.
It was that bad.
Bro, we seem like the biggest assholes.
I know, we seem like
I'm gonna get fired, and I can't pay for my dying grandmother's bills.
And so this is the funny part, right? Because like I said,
if I
heard that talk, I don't think I would have went because like I
This is happening behind the hotel on the beach.
I have a conscience, right? No one else does, but I mob out to the den. Everybody's like, "Yo, Nick, let's fucking get in. Let's go." And I was like, "Yo, what was that talk about?" They're like, I don't know, fucking grandma's sick and dying. I don't care. We were just like, let's go. So,
I'll bleep it.
Everyone is. Oh shit! I said his name.
I'll bleep it.
Yeah, they're like, I don't know. He might lose his job. Grandma's in the hospital. Let's go.
We're trying to party.
Yeah, everyone's like, let's go.
Grandma, if you're watching, we hope you're great. By the way, we hope everything's going off.
Yeah, for real.
It was just
sorry about that.
It was we just mobbed. We didn't give a fuck.
Yeah.
Not about we do care. We're good people. But we just wanted to go to the club.
Locked up in the damn Holiday Inn. No women, no partying. Like you can't do that to so many guys for so long. Like we had to get out of there. But when Ben was
and we did multiple.
I thought the funny part though was when Ben had us all lined up yelling at us, and he's like, "So raise your hand if you went out last night." And obviously
nobody raised their hand.
Nobody raised their hand.
Not one person.
He's like, "Come on, don't be such bitches. Raise your hand if you went out?" And literally, we were just like looking around. Like damn well, he knows that like all of us went out.
Eli raised his hand.
No, he did not.
I swear to God, he did.
Why would he do that? He didn't even go.
He's dumb.
No, he was there.
He's dumb.
What? Oh yeah, I have a video of him. He was drunk as hell. He was on the floor, knocked out after the
Facts. Yeah,
You're talking about Elijah, right?
Elijah.
Yeah.
So did all 16 go all 3 nights, or did you start to lose people as you went?
So from the very beginning,
we had less the first night. It kind of
Oh,
grew. On Saturday, the whole squad went. Like everybody was out.
The early boys, the early eliminations, this was like our 3rd time. Like Zach, Wukash, Nikolay, and I, we had a talking right. Like the first day we got eliminated. We went out. First day.
Wukash in the club is a very interesting time.
Yeah, Wukash went to the club with us.
He didn't have any machines on the club either. I didn't get he walks around
That
with
is scary, bro. That's scary.
He had a good time, but I was like, man. Lukash was not being the greatest wingman that night at all. But the fans might be wondering, like, why did we get singled out though? That was like, why out of 16 people? That was the most annoying part. Is like, why did us 6 get called out or 7 get called out? And I feel like that's something Dewayne can answer.
Hold on, let him finish chewing.
I feel like we need to like beat around some.
Well, speaking of Lukash, Brian, he's DMing Brian. He said he wants to come on the show, so that should be an
He's got to like do
moment.
a Poland time zone difference, so that's kind of tricky.
Interesting guy. That will be a good podcast because I was eliminated with him, so I spent a lot of time with him, and that man made every day, like every day, the things he did, said, or I was just like, you are just a different person. But you know, someone on the show said he was the most interesting man. He really is, though. Like
that was Nico. Yeah, Nico.
Yeah, Nico said that.
So let's go back to the villa now. Let's talk about that. So okay, so we all got in trouble, right? But they only selected a few guys. Now I think it was
tributes,
like six overall, somewhere like that.
7.
Yeah, 6 overall.
Like the Hunger Games.
So we had seven guys. 6?
Yeah, I counted him.
6, yeah, 6.
Okay, so we had 6 guys overall that got excluded, and we were like, all right, you guys are in trouble. You guys are going to get sent away. So now, basically what happened was before that, I had this big argument, and a few other guys had a big argument with the head guy. I forgot his name. I think
that's Jason, bro. The head
Jason. So he's like the creator of Punk, and he like owns like X Entertainment, which is like the production company.
Yeah.
So I had like a argument with him, and I was like, if you're trying to send me somewhere, just send me home, because like I don't want to do it. And he's like, all right, well, if I send you home, HBO is going to sue you for breaching contract. And I was like,
I forgot about that.
All right, asshole. I'll fucking go to this fucking. I'll go to this fucking thing. So they're like, he's painting this beautiful picture of this beautiful villa on the water. He's like, it's so majestic. Why would you want to be in this shithole hotel anyways? And we were just like so used to just like waking up.
We had a routine every day.
Going to the gym, going to the cafe, hanging out at the cafe, then going to the beach. Like we would do the same thing every day.
The cafe was an unlimited tab.
Unlimited.
We had it made at the Holiday.
We had it made.
Yeah,
the gym was across. Very nice.
It was actually really fun.
Yeah, it was great. So so we had this big conversation. He's like, we're gonna bring you to this villa, it's gonna be great, and it's only 2 hours away. We're like, fuck, we have to film 4 days a week and it's 2 hours away.
Yeah,
like this is crazy.
It wasn't a smooth 2 hours away.
We'll get to that.
So, it was bad.
We'll get to that.
So what happened was, okay, we were like, all right, fuck it, like we don't want to get sued by HBO, so we're gonna go to this villa. Okay, so we drive down to this villa. The first hour of it is like pavement, like it's like no problem, right? And then we're in these Mexican Toyota vans. They were brand new, but the suspension felt like shit.
Oh,
like, I don't know what was
it was really bad.
So the next hour of the trip is all gravel, and I'm not talking just gravel roads, okay? I am talking like mountaineering, like trekking, like you're supposed to be in like a Jeep, like literally like a Jeep. You should be doing this shit in a Jeep that has like 24-inch tires on it. Like
we were car sick. It was terrible.
Terrible.
I'm about to throw up.
So we would have to do this trek of a ride, right? You get there, and then we got there first, and then we had no phones. There was no Wi-Fi. There was nothing. Like you couldn't do anything. And there was a TV, so they gave us a TV, which was kind of cool for like the first 3 hours. And we were like, fuck, what are we gonna do? Then we hung out at the jacuzzi, and then we were like, oh, there's no cafe here. Where's the food? So they took like 4 hours to bring us any food. And when they brought us food, it was like pizza bagels and like protein powder that was like not the protein powder, like
masking.
It was like masking or protein powder. Like cereal, like generic ass food. And we were used to like eating at the cafe. Like I forgot how to cook. I'll be dead ass. I cook every day where I live. And like before the show, and then I got so spoiled getting every fucking meal cooked for me that I was like, I forgot how to cook. So Nikolay the whole time, I wish he was here, was just chanting, Send me the fuck home.
Oh, bro, I want to go home.
I want to go home.
Bro, send me the fuck home. We're at a $10 million villa, bro. People would dream to be at this fucking place on the water, jacuzzi, everything, infinity pool. You could see the fucking ocean right when you go outside. But this guy's like, send me the fuck home. I want to go back to my fucking LA apartment, see the dumb blondes.
Yeah.
We were isolated. There was nobody
There was like no sign
near
of
us.
like
Right.
nothing around us.
Very isolated though. Like
How long
Yeah,
were
it
you
was
guys
bad.
in the jailhouse?
A week.
one whole
Yeah.
week.
Yeah, about
Yeah,
a
it was
week.
like 6 days,
Yeah,
a
like 6
week.
Yeah,
But it was a long.
So here's what's fucked up though.
days.
So we were promised a fucking yacht. Like we wanted to go on a yacht since the day I got eliminated.
Fucked up.
They were telling us we're gonna get you guys on a fucking yacht. Like we're
Like
gonna
an
take you out. We're
excursion.
gonna do like group events, right?
Hmm.
So we get fucking sent to this place 2 hours away. The exact next day, they're all the boys are on a
All the
fucking
guys
yacht.
are on a yacht.
Sending
Oh
us-
no!
Yeah.
I forgot about
Dirty.
that.
Yeah, and a bunch of them went out with us, so we were in trouble for everybody's wrongdoing.
exactly.
It was
We were the
sad.
six. We were the
Okay.
six that were excluded from it, right? And then everybody else did the same shit, but we got excluded for it and got in trouble for it, which was bullshit. Like we were pissed off.
So obviously not fair. So I have to ask you guys now. You went out 3 nights. You 6 get singled out. BS. But I gotta ask, whose fault is this? Whose fault is this? I mean,
Okay.
whose fault is this? Who got you caught? Did you get stitched out? Did you? What happened?
So, okay, this is exactly what happened, and whoever did it can deny it all they want, but everyone else is gonna vouch for me. I'll be honest. That ass fucking honest, bro. Okay, so one of the producers, his name was Brandon. Okay, very cool guy, but he played by the book. It was either Brandon or Devin, one of the producers, but either one of them.
It
Probably
was
Devin,
one of them.
actually.
Yeah.
It was Devin, I think.
Yeah,
So super cool guy, but he loved his job too much and he played by the rules, right? Now Dewayne built a relationship with him working together.
Look at his
with
eye
him.
roll.
So he's like, this is my boy. Like, this is my boy. I can tell this guy everything.
I get it.
So he started showing him videos because like they would give us our phone like once in a blue moon. So
Oh
I
my
guess he
God.
got his phone at a time and started showing him videos of the club and then showed him videos of Elijah drunk as fuck on the hotel floor like this. So Dwayne, or what was his name? Dwayne, right? No.
Devin.
What was it?
Devin.
Devin.
Devin, yeah, Devin.
So Devin was like, "Oh, bro, that's fucking great. That's great." Yo, motherfucker.
Oh no!
Video evidence.
The
So-
next day,
So
that's
can
why
I-
his ass, the nice guy down there, right there, 2 down, got his ass packing too. How you fucking doing?
So from my understanding, we were in the videos.
That's
Okay.
Yeah, apparently there were videos. Yeah,
Here's
that we
the thing.
were in.
There was more to that story than what was actually explained. I mean,
Bring it to the table, my guy. How you doing?
so essentially what had happened was, like he said, me and Deborah were really cool. He done showed me videos of women that he was messing with and like things like that. So I wouldn't have thought nothing of it. He didn't tell on me. What had happened was I was kind of drunk from the mixer that day or something. I forgot exactly why, but I was kind of tipsy. I remember because he asked me, "Are you drunk?" I was like, "Hell yeah." So I showed him the videos while we was in like one of those private confrontational areas. And he said, "Yo, I didn't snitch on you. You literally did it where the cameras wasn't whatever her name is. Fucking how did I forget her name? YOLO Queen.
Dory?
Yeah. I remember her Instagram, but not her name. Yeah, YOLO Queen. No, Dory. Dory ended up storming in after I left and said, "Yo, what did Dewayne show you on his phone?" And he was like, it was just a couple of funny videos. He was like, "Don't lie to me. What did Dewayne show you?" And then he basically told him, that's the story.
Oh, you did it in the little confessional room?
Yeah, I was dumb as hell. I didn't think about it. I was tipsy.
Oh man.
Like,
Oh, shit.
but I guess he knows the times to show stuff. He'd be like, "Yo, look at this," while I'm doing my confessional, and I'll be rolling. It'll be just random ass TikToks and stuff like that. But when I showed it, apparently all hell broke loose. Oh no. But I'll take that. I'll take the accountability for that. But like I said, I thought we were cool. I thought we had something special. I didn't think that was gonna give.
Guys, he didn't come for the girls. I'll be honest. He came for him.
Nah, I definitely. I was locked in. I was locked in.
He's like, I thought we were something special.
I mean, hey, y'all were probably like at the mansplaining.
They gotta
like,
think
why?
about it though. I put y'all in a $10 million crib. Y'all mad? Y'all should be saying thank you. We near the beach. We in a $10 million crib. I got you living. And we got Mikey D and Nikolay stressed out. I mean, Mikey D.
Yeah. So was
after day 3, Mikey D eventually gave up and was like, fuck it. I'm just gonna get through this. So for the first 2-3 days, Mikey was losing it.
Nah, bro, that was me and Mikey, bro. Hey, we did a scene at a Limbro, and me and Mikey were like, we're not leaving.
Yeah,
so they had to literally
I
come
was
talk to us.
pissed.
Dude, I forgot how.
Hey, Mikey, what happened? We were eating lobster after.
Bro. Oh,
We were eating
because
lobster after.
the lobster.
All right, so basically what happened was we filmed like we drove like 2 hours. I was fucking car sick. I was pissed off.
Yeah.
We filmed it, whatever, and like, dude, at Limbro, they asked me to do a lot for them because like they knew I was down to do anything.
Yeah.
They could have been like, bro, grab Nicky by this and then swing it around and like, oh, no problem. So like I would do anything, right? So like we get there, I was already pissed off. I did whatever they asked, and they're like, all right, get back in the van. We're gonna bring you home 2 hours. So I go to Bill, which is like the head producer, right?
Yeah.
One of the biggest like producers there, bigger than Dory. And I was like, I'm not going. You can put me at the grotto. I'll sleep with the ants and all the spiders and shit at the grotto. Bro, I woke up. We'll talk about that later. So, and he's like, bro, he's like, I can't. You have to go back. You have to go back. And at this point, I felt like so used, you know, because like I was doing so much at Limbro and like fucking trying so hard to make a great fucking TV show. And we just felt like peasants, you know, like, get back in the van. We're done with you. We're done filming. Get the fuck back in the van, you know? And I was just like, damn, we got to get back to a $10 million villa. Like that sucks.
Arguing like crazy.
Nah, but we argued for a while, and then I walked off on him. Like I was like walking away, like I was gonna go find a taxi or some shit type.
I kept trying to tell you, like, bro, what are we gonna do? Like, we signed the contract.
I remember. I was asking what they were because I was like one of the only nice guys in the crib. I swear to God. So it would be lonely as hell when they leave. I ain't had nobody up in there. Me and Kurt.
Yeah, you were the only nice guy with us. Yeah.
Kurt would go with y'all. I had Abner, and I was questioning. Abner is questionable. He's cool as hell though.
He is questionable, bro.
Did anyone get desperate enough to try to consider a plea to Nikki Glazer to save you guys and get you pardoned?
Oh, lovely.
No, but if anybody could, it'd be Mike. Mike could have swayed some words there, I think. There was time when there was like we kind of were split up a little bit because Mike and Kai, they were like, yo, if we stick together, they're not going to make us go back. And I think there was a time where Zach and I
was like anarchy.
Yeah. So
for real.
Zach and I and Nikolay were just like, we're just going to fucking just go back, whatever. And so Mike and Kyland, that the whole lobster, we went to this restaurant, Mike and Kyland, they were just fucking being, they were pissed off because they were like, you guys are fucking,
you guys are being like, bro, Zach was the biggest bitch.
We called them
Zach was the biggest bitch. If you ever fucking commit a crime, do not rely on Zach's bitch ass. This guy be like, he did it.
Bro,
like, yeah.
Our hands were tied on our back.
Bro, this guy, the whole time when we were having a conversation with Jason about like arguing in the state.
Bro, yeah, he pulled us one-on-one.
Over here was like, he's like, take me to the villa, please.
And Isaac came and gave us one-on-ones. And me and Mikey were like, yo, like, we'll see. We don't know if we're going to go or not, but we'll see if we're going to go. They called Zach. Zach was like, all right, that's fine.
I was like, I'm betting.
I remember vividly,
Jason, oh, no.
Jason turned around to go talk to Bill after talking to Zach's bitch ass and goes, oh.
He did say that. But, bro, I knew we had to do what we had to do. Y'all wanted to go stay at like some other hotel, like some dingy ass hotel, all because it was
hell yeah, bro. Hell yeah.
All because it was closed. I'm trying to see what this $10 million home is about for real. Like waking up with the coffee in my hand, looking over
what that $10 million home was like. Only certain people had hot water. I think one of the Kyland had to sleep on the same bed because the bed.
I had to sleep with Mikey
Right.
D. This dude was trying to fight people in his sleep. Like, bro. I swear, I woke up one night. I couldn't really sleep. It's just like a weird, like you're just in a weird situation. Like I'd only known this dude for 3 weeks, and I'm like sleeping with him, and I swear he woke up. He was like, "I swear to fucking God, I'll beat your ass." Like, rolling around in his sleep. He's like, "I swear to fucking God." I'm like, "Bro, this man is arguing in sleep."
Bro, it was not good.
True, I forgot about that.
He really was
not good. But after me and Mikey threw a fit, like I brought my PS4, so we got an extra PS4 controller. We got hella food. They brought us some football.
Yeah,
we got everything we wanted at the very last night.
Yeah, well, I say they
dropped off a PS4.
But it was a process.
I was like, what the fuck? How he get a PS4 controller? That had nothing with the stuff.
I told him, bro, I was like, I did PS4 controller. I'm leaving tomorrow. Forget the mansplaining. I won't even go.
I couldn't even go.
Because, like, hey, y'all probably wondered why, like, Elijah wasn't at the mansplaining. Well, they had sent him home because he went on the beach walk with a girl. So they sent him home.
Oh, yeah. Then Noam.
And since I don't rock with Austin, and none of us do, Austin was out here wilding, doing some crazy stuff. So he got the boot. Mikey almost beat Austin up.
Yeah,
I was beating
one of the funniest things.
Yeah, but
bro, this guy, I don't know if I should say this, but I'm gonna say it because I just don't give a fuck. And I don't
Bro,
like
say
him.
it. He basically said fuck all of us.
So
say
Austin's like he has a severe drug problem, and like nobody knew this like on the show. So like he was going to like these like pharmacies where it was legal to buy like OxyContin, and he was getting fucked up. Okay?
Yeah.
And like our caretakers were like, all right, well, you can't do this. Like, we're gonna send you home. And he's like, okay, I'll stop. Because he got caught once, right? So then he was like, all right, I'm done. I'm not gonna do it. So then he goes to Limbro all fucked up one day. And like, we're like, yo, you look like shit. You literally look like dog shit that's been sitting there for 10 days straight, dried up. And he was like, I need my $1,300 payment right now. I need to go to the pharmacy after this. I need my $1,300 payment right now.
Hey, remember when Nikki walked into Limbro? She's like, "What happened to this guy?"
No, it gets better. So
like,
then he kept like arguing with like our caretaker, right? And I'm just like, it's just building up inside me. And I just turn around and be like, Austin, how about you shut the fuck up?
He was asking about getting paid every
second. Bro.
No.
$1,300. Like, you really need $1,300 that bad so you can go do some dumb shit?
Right.
They sent him home. They gave him his $1,300 and gave him his ass a ride home. And then he talks mad shit about the show and looks like shit on the show for that reason.
He wanted his own PS4, man. You know, he needs cash.
Yeah,
he looks like Lord Farquaad.
He does.
I just thought that you can't see Dewayne.
Noam holds the record for most amount of happy ending massages in a day.
Bro,
oh my God.
That's dude. When Ben yelled at us, when Ben literally yelled at us, said, if you guys go out one more time, basically you guys are fucked. And I'm not joking. After 30 seconds after we're walking back, Noam comes up to me and goes, "You want to go get a massage?" I'm like, we just got yelled at. He said, "Okay, I'll come back later." And he goes,
he slept with 4 different girls. He slept with 4 different girls in one day. I've never done that in my life.
This dude is
no one was.
He would have been in the villa if he didn't get sent home.
And he paid for all of it. This little fucking money bags. Fuck.
Yeah, that guy was crazy, bro. He didn't play around. The jet ski.
Yeah, me and Noah went on a nice little mission one night.
Yo, he funny. He was talking about I didn't go on a jet ski. I think one of our boys, Nico, he ended up making like a little meme thing with Noam on the jet ski saying I didn't go jet skiing.
No, I know right jet ski. I know right jet ski.
He literally tried. He sent a picture to the group chat of him riding a jet ski, and then tried to tell to our faces, "I didn't go on no jet ski." You tell HBO I didn't go on jet ski. My English is not very good. And I'm like, bro, you literally sent a picture of you on the jet ski. Don't lie to us, like, what the fuck? Like,
he's the funniest guy.
Master manipulator. Well, at least tried to be. But he would have been a villa boy. He would have been in the villa with us too if he didn't get sent home. That's for sure.
Oh, no doubt.
What about What about John? What about John? He walked out. He was the one that said, "I got money. I'm lit on Instagram." Did you guys
He
get
went
to interact?
home.
Bro,
He
John
went
was
home. Imagine
amazing.
that. He was
John
gone.
was an amazing dude. Like I
Yeah.
love John. I think he's a dope dude. I think everyone will agree on that. I think he just got, in my opinion, I think he just got too drunk the night of the first mixer and was like, he was shooting his shot a little too hard. And me, it was like, because you got to think these girls have all the control. So like, they can just like shoo you away. It doesn't matter how much clout you have, how much money you have. They don't give a fuck. They have your balls pretty much.
Yeah.
So he came off a little too strong and he made himself look dumb.
Yeah.
But he was an amazing guy. I would fucking love to hang out with John. Like, I think
John was super cool. And then what John came up to me one night, like right before elimination, and he came up to me and I never talked to him. He was like, "You're not fucking with this, are you?" And I'm like, "Man, I keep trying to talk to the girls, like it's not working out, blah, blah, blah." He's like, same. He's like, "I'm gonna eliminate myself tomorrow." And then I was like, shit, I was kind of thinking the same thing. Like, it's not working out. And then Casey, I saw him before he went on mid-season, and he texted the producers like, "What happened to my boy? Like, why did Zach get eliminated so early?" They're like, "He should have shut his mouth." And I'm thinking like the conversation I had with John when I was a little drunk, I was just talking like him and I were just talking mad shit about the girls, mad shit about how like Mia and Peter are like, with each other the whole time. And now you got like 23 guys chasing after 2 girls. And I was just basically like, fuck this. Him and I were both together like, fuck this shit. And I think that conversation kind of ultimately led to my elimination because they can hear everything you're saying. Like you got the mics on, they got people typing back there. So I still don't know what to this day why I got eliminated so early, but I swear that has to be John coming up to me and getting me to talk a little too much was the problem. But he was on his way out, like for sure. Like that boy said,
or you just had shitty game. I mean, at least I
got game, bro. I got game. They just didn't give me time to show it off. They just give me
Zach does have game. Zach does have game. We would go to the gym, right? We would go to the gym, and every day he would pull a new fucking Colombian bitch, like no problem.
Every day.
Go back to the cafe. I'll be like, "Hey, this dinner's on me. Don't worry. I'm like, get whatever you want. It's on me. I got it." But it did work though. It did work. But that was a good time being off the show.
Limbro was the best part of the show. Like we had so much fun. Like that.
I feel like we could have their own TV show on the shit that we did. Like I really wish they showed like unedited things we did.
That TV show would have been way better.
Tell them about the whole fucking part where like we did like hoo ha. I took over Limbro. Like literally, there's a whole thing that
so much.
I forgot about that. They never.
Owned probably 50 hours of Limbro for them to use. Like
there's a lot they didn't show. We did a lot of stuff in Limbro.
That we had some funny ass stuff in Nicky later. I think she kind of left.
Yeah.
But,
like when Garrett left to go get Casey, right, in that whole like thing that happened. The producers wanted me to like walk over to that staff he was holding with the goat head and was like, and like pick it up and like look in the sky and I just started doing this chant. It was like, ooh, ooh, everyone started chanting around me, bro. It was like the craziest shit. And Dory's like, "That's going on HBO. You're amazing." And then on HBO.
And then behind the scenes, Wukash is like, "I will not let Mikey become king of Limbro."
Overthrow Mikey.
God, bro.
We actually got into a scuffle one day. I had to throw his ass on the floor.
Oh no.
Yo, do we talk about the edible, bro? Oh my god.
Oh no. I don't know if we should get into that. We had some crazy times off this goddamn show. Like we had 6-7 dudes. Like we still don't even really know each other yet. Like what we were probably with each other for like maybe a week watching the Super Bowl. We had some candy, to enlighten the mood. Wukash got some for the first time, and man, I don't even know where to start. Again, we don't even know.
There were 50 milligram edibles, right? Wukash eats like a grain of rice a day. Like but he doesn't eat. How it's like, So he had nothing in his digestion, like nothing. He wasn't eating pizza. Takes a 50 milligram edible to the dome, right? And Nikolay's the biggest peer pressure here ever.
Be like, take it.
I was like, Wukash, eat like half of it, and Nikolay's like, "No, you're good, bro. Eat the full thing."
He would do this fucking weird thing, right? He would take it, right? He would eat half of it, and then everyone's like, "Don't take any more," because you're already crazy.
Yeah.
And then fucking Nikolay's like, "No, do it.
Do it.
Don't be a pussy. Do it." And then, bro, he takes it with his tongue like this.
I can see it now.
Oh, he's talking about like this, bro. And he fucking like, and he ate it, and he started laughing, and while he was chewing it, and like all his spit was going around, it looked just.
We all me and Dewayne weren't there for that. We were still in the house.
Wait. All knew this and then end well. Like none of us knew. Everyone knew that shit wasn't gonna end well. And this dude, an hour later, woke up like Frankenstein from his bed and starts spinning around in circles, asking for an ambulance, asking for like all this shit, and our caretakers freaking out. We're all freaking out because we don't know this dude. And there's just so much to it. I can't even really. Mikey ended up throwing him on the bed. Mike usually, I
had to literally hold him down on the bed. Like he started hitting things, and like thinking he was going to jump out this balcony and shit. Like we had to hold him, and I'd like detain his ass.
Meanwhile,
on the bed, and then he fucking does like this whole and then, like Men in Black shit, like literally the alien in Men in Black, and like goes face down on the fucking bed, right? This is some exorcist shit. He's like this, face down on the bed, and all I see is his head start elevating like this. And I'm like, how the fuck is he doing that without his arms? Because his arms are back here, right? So this is him, his face down, right? This is the bed. He puts his tongue out. He puts his tongue out like this.
Yeah, he was like,
and his tongue elevates his fucking head off the fucking bed.
We go, Carlos, check his pulse. Says, I was not coming near that.
I checked his pulse 10 times. He almost died, I thought. From weed.
That was, and meanwhile, the Super Bowl was on. Like, we all had money.
All Nikolay cared about was the bet he made for the Super Bowl. He didn't go fuck, he was tired.
He did not.
Actually, there was a point where Nikolay was worried that he was going to get a murder charge for killing Wukash. He was worried at the end.
Manslaughter.
That was an unbelievable fucking time. Like, it was the most quiet Super Bowl party ever. Like, we were all just dead silent because we were so terrified. If we wake up Wukash, we're going to have to deal with some sort of exorcist.
He was talking about different dimensions, like circling around. Everything was good. Everything was so good. And then, like, 20 minutes later, Wukash gets up. He's laying down. He goes, guys. And then he starts spinning, right? He starts
nonstop. Like,
I am in a different dimension. I am in a different dimension. I don't know where I am. What dimension? Hold on. Where are you from? What dimension are you from, sir?
He had no.
I'm in this time frame, and you're in this time frame, and I just don't know how to do this. And he's like, "You're right."
Looking into my fucking soul when he was saying that, bro.
Yeah. That was unbelievable. Then he just started like spitting on the ground and just like doing outrageous things. Then like I'm just trying to watch the Super Bowl. Like I got money on this shit, and I'm just worried about Wukash murdering someone. He like got.
I don't know what the hell y'all was on.
They bought.
I don't know what the hell y'all was on.
They bought 30 pies of pizza, right? Like 30 like boxes of pizza for like 7 people.
7 people. We had
who the fuck eating that much pizza?
We had 7. We had so many dishes all over the table, and Wukash just stands up and looks at it and just throws it all around. We're like, what? Like again, we don't even really know each other like that yet. So it was just like, what is this dude capable of? Like, what are we? Our caretaker was just like so stressed out because he would walk in and then just walk out. He'd be like, I can't handle this right now because he's supposed to be in control of all this. But you know, we're hard.
I needed a fucking raise. That's what he fucking needed.
Yeah,
he needed a raise.
Yeah, he was dealing with some. He said we were the worst cast he ever had to.
Yeah, he did say that. He did say that.
Got a bunch of fucking delinquents.
Oh, and that the funny part was. Is Abner was the first, that was his first day as a caretaker for us. And the first day he had to take care of us, he walks in the room to meet us, and Wukash is spinning around in circles, screaming for an ambulance.
Yeah, but the crazy part was, like, he did so well, but, like, he would get stressed out because we went to the beach.
Yeah,
like,
that is. Yeah, he was freaking out. It was just so weird being like.
Because he was a pothead, so like he knew what to do. He's like, it's okay, it's just weed.
Yeah, that's a good point. He understood. They're like, we know he's not gonna die from THC, but damn, I was starting to think that he could. But that was we got a lot of stories off the show.
So, like you said, Lucas, he wants to come on. What else should we ask him about? What else do you guys want to know?
Ask him how he does with edibles.
Obviously gonna ask.
We gotta go with that one. Fuck. There's a lot of things with that dude.
Oh, so when he like came out that he was like an F boy, right? I didn't personally know. I thought he was a nice guy. When he turned around, he had this, like, you don't see it on TV, right? But in person, you would see this. He turned around, and I swear on everything I love, this man's jaw got fucking like chiseled. It was like, I'm an F-boy.
And then he was handsome.
Bro,
Hey,
it was like
scary.
super handsome. And like he started growing facial hair by the second.
He was turning into a man. Like this boy was. We all thought he for sure was a nice guy. Like this dude was running around, skipping around the house. Like,
Bro, he is. He was scared to even go out with us after we got in trouble. He was nice.
Okay, wait. So this is, you guys are like this. So before we did the season, we always do like preview specials of a season. So if it's Survivor, we'll go through some of the Instagrams and we'll guess who's gonna win. So for FBoy Island this year, we found out the cast list. They showed like pictures of you guys. And just literally off your 2-sentence bios and your pictures, we guessed if you guys were nice guys or F-boys.
Okay.
Brian like actually tracked it. So Brian, how did we do with them? Do you have that?
Yeah, I actually have that right in front of me. I'm just gonna go alphabeticals. I got Dewayne. Only one of us out of 3 had you as a nice guy. So can you guys confirm John?
He was a
Nice guy.
He was a nice guy?
Nice.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right, we all had that. All right. Kyland, Bill and I had you as an F-boy. Because your picture didn't do anything. Your picture was just like, didn't give you the one you hate.
Oh, I hate that.
Yeah,
bro.
you just I
emailed HBO and was like, I need a different picture ASAP.
Mike, we all had you as a nice guy.
Fuck yeah. I still am a nice guy.
It just like Bill said, the picture and like they gave you guys like kind of sappy bios on the website we had. So you just looked like a dude, like you just looked like a genuine dude in the picture.
I was a level
still
4.
am a genuine dude.
Yeah.
It's like that I'm a-
We don't know
think
you guys, but like we're just going in blind. So we kind of have to like, we know there's 12 and 12. So we had to like balance it.
I think I called him like new Ronnie.
Yeah.
Oh, of course.
you know what's crazy? Like nobody actually really knows this. Like no Reddit page, no article or anything. But you guys are gonna hear this first. I've been called Ronnie from the Jersey Shore since I was 16 years old. So like I would go, because I'm born and raised in New Jersey, right? I live in Texas now with Nicky, which is crazy to think about. But basically I would just go walk the Seaside Boardwalk 10 years ago when fucking Jersey Shore was popping. And I shit you not, I would have girls like literally stop me and like, can I take a picture with you?
I'm
like, yeah.
Yeah,
I was in
you
the
did,
high
right?
school yearbook. I was in the high school yearbook for celebrity lookalikes because of Ronnie from the Jersey Shore. So like, I've been doing this for a long time. Like of being
Hopefully you
called it.
capitalize.
It's like kind of like normal. Like I've had my TikTok following has blown up. I have like over 300,000 followers because I literally just made like 4 videos of me just doing Ronnie impersonations.
I mean, that's
awesome.
You just gotta keep
I've had Sammy Sweetheart message me on TikTok saying we should do a collaboration.
Oh my God.
Did you say yes?
So basically what happened was I had a manager at the time and I was like, hey, can you reach out to her? And she's like, yeah. So then they reached out and then she said she declined it. But originally she messaged me on TikTok, like on my comment section on one of the videos I did. And she's like, I would love to make a TikTok with you. And then like we reached out to them and they said no. So like I don't know the whole logistics of it. But, I used to be sponsored by Mike the Situation supplement company. So I had to tie in Mike the Situation. So I mean I'm a born and raised Jersey kid, you know.
Yeah, that's cool, dude. I mean, I'm glad it's like something that's like a positive thing for you. It's not something that
it doesn't bother me whatsoever. I mean, it got me some type of traction on social media, which
that's sick,
is
man.
what we're all searching for.
Yeah, dude, that's sick. Brian, who else do we have?
So Nick, we were split on F-boy nice guy for you.
The photo, like how my beard was lined up. Come on, yeah, I had
Yeah,
I looked like.
Well, who was right on that one?
Me.
But on the nice guy.
I think I did pretty well. Zach, I had you as an F-boy, and so did Bill. And I think that's it because Nikolay's not here. I had him as an F-boy.
We actually tied.
Yeah, we tied. And we went 16 for 20, whatever, because we didn't really have the new guys coming in. But I wanted to ask you guys real quick. So you guys became friends on the show. And now you guys live together?
Yeah.
All right, you want to tell the story? Or
Yeah,
want me
you
to
go,
tell it?
you go.
I always tell stories so good. All right, so basically
do.
what happened was,
You're really good at it.
I've been told. I actually did a podcast this morning, and the guy's like, "You're a crazy storyteller." I'm like, "Thank you."
Yeah.
I think it's because like all the years of me teaching Brazilian jiu-jitsu, like I have to be like very like A to B to C to D. You know what I'm saying? Like step by step.
Yeah.
So basically what happened was what you saw on the show was 100% real between Nick and I on the show. So he didn't know I had a girlfriend, and I had a girlfriend, but I broke up with her to go on the show. It was a very new relationship. We dated for like 2 months, but I really liked the girl. Like I didn't want to break up with her, but I was like, when is it like an opportunity like this ever going to happen again? Like, hopefully I can go on the show and like just do as much as I can without hurting her, and then I can go back to being with her, right? So whatever. I never told anybody on the show, not even Danny. And Danny and I don't like Danny anymore, but Danny and I were so close on the show, like we were like best friends. But basically what happened was he got me eliminated. He said he basically when he got eliminated, he was like, all right, Mikey D has a girlfriend. He just guessed. He like literally said,
I didn't know shit.
yeah, he literally said, I'm just gonna turn around and just pick whoever's looking at me.
I could have said Kai.
He could have said anybody. But like I
You
was
would've
doing
got it.
pretty well.
You would have got
I
it.
was
I was stupid. I would have been stupid too.
yeah. I was doing really well on the show, like with Tamaris. They don't really show that much, but like I was probably her top 3.
Yeah, we would have said that. I think.
I was probably her
so.
top 3. But he turned around, said I had a girlfriend, and after that, it was just like it was kind of like everything I would say to her, she would just take it with a grain of salt.
Mhm.
So like I would go to the producers, I'm like, what do I do? Should I be serious with her? Like, should I be like, I want to be taken serious? Because like I was like the jokester guy, you know, I was like really funny on the show. So like me doing the whole Michael thing to give you guys like put you in my shoes. I was like, I want to be taken serious in a romantic way.
Mm-hmm.
Let me try and portray myself as like a more serious guy. So I was like, don't call me Mikey D, call me Michael. And then she got like weirded out even more about it because she was so used to me being this like happy-go-lucky guy. You know what I'm saying?
Yep.
So like when I gave her like a stern talk, she got like weirded out, even though she was.
It wasn't even a stern talk.
It wasn't.
You were
It
just
wasn't.
like she's just sensitive, bro.
Yeah, she's very sensitive. But so
And it
I
turns
get
out the
a-
whole time they were gonna just lie to you and be F girls at the end anyway. So
So it doesn't matter.
Like,
So
Exactly.
he gets me eliminated. Okay. The first thing I say to him, they made that so PG, like when I walked into Limbro, because I cursed him out so
I
bad.
saw him walk in and I was like,
Fuck. Because like I was a fighter and shit. Like obviously, like I would never like put my hands on anybody, like unless it's like a sanctioned fight, unless it's for my life. Like this is not gonna make me fight somebody, you know? So
But the want is there.
but the want was there. So I cursed his ass out. I was like, you fucking piece of shit. And he's like, you should have been a better F-boy. I was like, you're the one who got eliminated before me, bitch. So they didn't put that on there. That was so funny because he just shut the fuck up.
I didn't know what to say. I didn't know what to say after that. I was like, you're right. I got fucking eliminated episode 2.
Oh man. So
but
then
yeah.
I'm gonna tell them the rest of it.
You
Like,
go. I mean, you get to because a lot of people ask me this because like I genuinely didn't like Mike on like when we were in the house. I didn't fucking like Mike, but it was strictly out of like just fucking jealousy and like he was like the man, like he was getting all of the camera time.
Yeah.
So first off, I was like, who should I take down? The guy with the most camera time. So then it's people are gonna fucking if he's in an article, it'd be like Nicky P ratted him out. There's a fucking article, and so people ask me like, how are you guys friends? You like in Limbro or outside of the house, like you get to like all the boys and us, we're fucking together every day. Literally, you get to know people so well, like outside of that fucking the reality TV show, right?
Yep.
And so we just like both have similar interests, right? And so this is what's so fucking cool about it, right? So Mike and I, like we were boys, right? But I get back into Houston, Texas, right? And Mike gives me a call. He says, yo, I have this fucking idea. I was on this podcast. And he's like, I want to start a brand, Calculated Chaos. And so he sent me the video of him 2 years ago bringing up Calculated Chaos in a podcast. And I was like, this name is insane. I fucking love it. Like, Houston, Texas is the hub for fitness. We can build something really fucking special here. So literally I was like, I'm fucking in. Elon's from Houston too. Elon said he was in. Literally Mike booked a flight for that Friday. Like he booked a flight, came out, stayed here for a month, right?
Yeah. So we started a fitness designer clothing line. I forgot the.
Oh, cool.
So we sold $15,000 our first day. So it's if it wasn't for the team that we have, it would never be a thing. Like I'm this big personality, and I'm like that guy that's like in your face talking about the brand, gathering influencers to promote it. Between all the influencers and everything, we had over 1 million followers for all of them put together.
And our boys from the show, though, like it was so cool because like we had like Zach came out, all the boys came out to Houston with us for Mike's birthday.
Yeah.
And like even just everyone on the show, like they fuck with the shirts, like they were rocking it. They were kind of like it just because they were with us, you know, like we met on the show. So everyone on the show, like the boys were supportive as fuck, and that helped big time too.
Yeah.
No, dude, we'll definitely
awesome.
post the links up and pop it up, and I'll get some shirts, dude. That's what's up.
Yeah, it's
We'll get into it.
calculatedchaos.shop is the website.
Cool.
If you wanna write it down.
Yeah, we'll put it on there definitely for sure.
So yeah, now we fucking live. I mean, I'm moving in. I live in my own apartment in Houston, but
He lives like 5 minutes away. I
Yeah.
technically live with Elon in a 4-bedroom house
Nice.
in Houston.
so now who would have fucking thought?
Yeah, like
Who
if I
would've
never was
thought?
on the show, I would have never met this guy. I would have never met Elon. I would never be in Texas.
Yeah, it's
Like,
awesome.
You know, we were on a fucking stupid TV show, right? But like,
Yeah.
we've made out of it. We've made a full frame business, right, out of 3 entrepreneurs. You know, like it's just, you know, it's
And then,
crazy.
yeah, and then like the people like we met, like the people that I talk to my day to day the most, like or in my life are like the guys from the show, except a few. Fuck Danny, but you know what I'm saying?
Hey, y'all need,
It's not
y'all
like
need to elaborate on that. 'Cause
Yeah, I mean, I was about to
Please.
say, I mean, this is the second time you dropped it, so it sounds like there's something
Yeah,
that somebody needs something to get off their chest.
Crazy right now on Instagram, back and forth.
Yo, yeah. Honestly, Danny's just a fucking scumbag. I don't know how else to put it, man.
Guys, can I get the floor just for a second? I'm about to hop out of here. Just
Oh
I gotta-
yeah.
Right,
Back on the road, bro.
Yeah, I'm like, all right, I can't sit here all night, but thank you for having me. All right,
Yeah,
my
man.
guy.
Do you want to promote anything?
Promote my page, Bluey Hayes. I got new things coming out, but I don't really want to promote it until I got it in action.
Fair enough.
You got it. When you're ready, let us know.
Peace,
All right,
man.
guys.
Thanks
Easy,
for
everybody.
coming.
All right, my boy.
Thanks, brother.
Just sitting in a car.
So funny.
All right, so really quick,
Yeah.
I thought he was gonna talk shit about Danny, which I was really excited for. But so here's I'm gonna do this really fucking quick. So TikTok live, right? Mike is a big TikTok live guy, and everybody when we got back from the show, we're like, holy shit, you can make money going live on TikTok. It's great. So everybody started doing it, right? And there's a way to build an audience, right? You don't like ask people because the way you make money on TikTok live is people send you gifts. And so you just got to be a fucking decent human being, right? You don't say, hey, send me gifts.
Yeah.
Anyways, Danny was essentially just like, that's all he was there for. And you could tell. And he didn't treat people right. And so Mike and I like felt that. And we just like, there was a live where Mike and I were just saying, yo, Danny doesn't treat these people right. He saw it. And from there, Danny just started, he just popped off. And he just doesn't stop running his mouth. Like that guy runs his mouth 24/7. Like we're fucking past the show.
Like, yeah. So like, I'm not gonna say nothing too bad.
I'll talk all day.
I'll just say my 2 cents.
Nicky P, go off.
Danny, so Danny thought this show was going to change his absolute life and like whole being, which I feel honestly so sorry for him. Honestly, I truly do. I really do. And like, listen, this is me being so nice because I could say some really fucked up shit because I know a lot, but I'm not. I'm gonna keep it PG. He thought the whole show was gonna change his life. Realized it did not whatsoever. He got 5,000 followers on Instagram. Like you're not cool. But he thinks like he's like the top dog, biggest dog in the fucking room type shit because he got top 2, whatever the fuck he top 6. Like nobody gives a fuck about you, bro. It's okay. So that's my whole persona. Like, dude, I came from a hard beginning in my childhood, right? So I knew this show wasn't going to change how I treat people. Okay.
Yeah, exactly.
So he got this like 5 seconds of fame. I wouldn't even call it 15 minutes, and it blew his whole head up. Like that, where the point where like he just thinks he's like the alpha omega, you know, and like I wasn't ever gonna change, and he just like started treating people differently. That's all. That's my like PG version of saying what my 2 cents is on him.
So is he like public enemy number one amongst the cast?
Listen, I don't give a fuck about him. I hope he does great. You know, I am so so past the show. I'm a fucking adult. Like he's 31 years old, living in a 12-year-old's body. Like still watching my stories. I had to block him. Like he unfollowed me, but he still watches my stories. So I had to block his ass. Like, don't watch me. Don't watch me. Focus on yourself. I got 20,000 followers from the show. You got 5,000. You were top 6. Who the fuck? Who? I don't even give a fuck, honestly. I'm on to bigger and better things, trying to make my business right with my actual friends that I call my family now. You know, like you're thinking about your 5 seconds of fame. I'm thinking about my business.
So, go ahead.
No, I was just gonna ask. Listen, you guys don't feel like you have to say anything. I just want to get your guys' opinion, like Zach and Kai. I don't know. I don't want to, because listen, I don't want to like think bad about anybody, but I also want to be aware, right? If I sound like a dick, please tell me.
Danny and I got pretty close for like, because we were like, when we were allowed to talk to each other at the gym, he was the first person I talked to, and I was rude. I told him like, I'm going for Luis, and he was like, cool, that's a good idea, blah blah blah. Like looked me dead in my face, like while we're together getting ready for the first mixer, for the second one. This is like the last night before elimination. Like you got to talk to these girls to get a thing down. But what I found out, long story short, is that when me, Noam, and Benedict were up late talking, I was pissed that I didn't get time to talk to Luis. And Danny like created a giant diversion to get girls away from, like get the guys away from Luis, so his boy Nick W could go in and slide in on Luis, which happened perfectly. Because I was like, oh shit, Luis is by herself. I'm gonna go talk to her, and then boom, Nick W slid in right in there. But like, and then I saw those two like planning shit out that night. So I'm like, damn, Danny, like I literally just told you I was going for Luis. Damn well you knowing that you have a little plan in the back of your head to like, you know, get your boy in there. Like, why didn't you include me in there? He's just typical Staten Island trap. You know, like he just looked at me in my face like, why didn't you just throw me in on that idea?
That's really what it is. I'm from Jersey, which is fucking very close, okay? But he's like a used car salesman that tells you the car only has 30,000 miles when it really was rolled back and it's got 195,000 miles. But he'll swear on his mother's grave that it's like the best.
Well, one thing I'll say about Danny is he lives for reality TV. Yeah. So the fact that he was on the show is like his whole life. Like on the show, like when we weren't mic'd up or anything, he would stay up all night. He would think. He even passed out one night. Like literally was walking upstairs and just like collapsed. And they had to go check on him and stuff. And he just wasn't sleeping, wasn't eating, just thinking about all different scenarios. And I'm not sure who said it. It was in one of the interviews.
Psychopath. Psychopath. You guys thought Tom was a psychopath? You thought Tom was a psychopath?
Danny was losing sleep
over. And it wasn't even over the girl. He probably didn't give a fuck about Mia. He just wanted to win. Like he just wanted to win. That's all he cared about.
It was everybody. He was thinking about the guys. He was thinking about the girls. He was thinking about what's going to happen next. Who's coming in? Like he low-key called. He said Garrett and Casey are going to come in the house. And I was just kind of like, I don't see it happening. Casey comes in and then Garrett goes in there. He does his research on everything.
Yeah, that's not playing.
It's just crazy, the edits. Like we would never have known any of these things.
On the show, Danny was my best friend. This is
they were best friends.
He was my best friend.
Told Mikey,
bro, at the mansplain, they didn't even put any of the shit I had to say about Danny, like the good stuff. Like I cursed out Braden because he spoke up like a little peep squeak, like, hey man, yeah. I turn around like, shut the fuck up.
They were pressing Mikey to talk shit about Danny, and Mikey was like, no, I'm not gonna do this, my boy.
Did nobody really say anything about Peter?
No,
we did. We said a few things. There wasn't nothing crazy.
Nothing even worth posting. So like I didn't like Peter in the beginning because like I don't know if anybody knows this. Probably you guys don't obviously know this, but there was in the very beginning when we got the first sea of the girls, right? Just like picture this, like we're all standing there and you got to see the girls at like that walkway, right, with like the wooden deck, and like it was like Asante, myself, Nick W, okay, and Peter. And like we're in this like group of 4, and then Peter looks at the 3 of us and was like, "Yo, these girls are trash this year." In my head, I was like, "Shit, this motherfucker is playing the game already." All right, bet. So Nick W and Asante agreed with him. I was just like, "Nah, I think they're beautiful." And he was like, "You think?" I'm like, "Yeah, I think they're beautiful." And then lo and behold, that's when the whole drama, that was all real. When that whole drama with me like trying to call him out about it. But like the girls didn't even care. I'm like, "You trying to make a TV show or not, motherfuckers? Agree with me."
He was infatuated with Pete right away. That was so
well, Peter was there to win regardless. He was gonna make it to the end.
Yeah.
Regardless.
This is all honestly gold. So I have one last question for you guys, and you have an open invite. I would do this again. You guys ever want to do it again? We're obviously open. Now knowing how everything went and having to sit out in the jailhouse and how it all went, would you guys do it again?
Fuck
Hell
yeah.
Hell yeah.
100%.
Because there's so much more that we haven't even said that happened. And real quick, let me get this off my chest because I saw Nico on your guys' podcast acting like the nicest guy in the world. And there's another podcast he was on where he was like, people were sneaking out, like, guys, we signed a contract, follow the rules.
This motherfucker.
He was out getting X-rated with some girl in the corner of Mandala before he went back on the show. So don't let Nico fool you. Don't let Nico fool you.
He was the biggest partier, bro. Like that man, like, bro.
He's a partier, bro.
That's the guy that will party until 9 a.m. in the morning the next day.
100%.
And still be raging.
He's a different.
But I saw an interview and he was like, "Yeah, all the guys are trying to party. I was just trying to stay at the hotel. Like all the rules, everybody."
He's playing the game.
I love this.
He'll be the first one to plan a sneak out to a party. He'll be the first one.
Where?
We're gonna get it. We'll get him back, and we're gonna sneak him with that. He'll see this. I hope he sees this, and we'll make sure that Nico comes back. We'll get a rebuttal. Guys, this was awesome. Really appreciate all of your time. Make sure, obviously we talked about the clothing stuff. Anybody else have anything else to plug? We'll definitely put all your socials and stuff, obviously, but anybody else have anything special, anything you want us to mention on the way out?
I wish. Work in progress, baby.
Wait, real quick.
We'll see. We're still working.
Real quick. So we have actually Nick W on Tuesday. Is there anything we should ask him?
He doesn't sound that feminine in person. I don't know how they edited his voice to sound like this. Like slippery like snake.
Hey, I think he was nervous.
Dude, he does not sound like that in person. Nick W is a great guy. He's actually our graphic designer for our brand.
Really?
Yeah,
is he really?
Awesome.
Yeah, he's a great dude.
Yeah, he reached out to us, so I was just curious if there's anything like.
Well, yeah, I had told them in the group because I was like, I just did this podcast interview, whatever. If you guys are open to doing it, like they'll love to have all y'all on here. So
cool.
I'm glad they reached out. Who else is coming? Nick W, Lukash.
Lukash. But who knows, man?
Those are the only two besides like this one that's actually set that anyone's reached out to us, but obviously it's open
sure once
to anyone.
we post this, we'll see.
Hey, Lukash lives for this, so he's gonna give you guys everything you need to know.
It's just the Poland time zone. We're gonna
this is marked on his calendar, like he's gonna be having an alarm. He'll probably be in a suit. He's gonna be ready.
Yeah,
so we gotta figure that out then.
Yeah, I'm gonna try to find some.
Pick a Saturday and get up at like 11 a.m. for him or something like that.
But if you guys like this, make sure you check out the other interviews. Like I said, we had Kyland, we had Nico. Look out for some of these other ones in the future. If you enjoyed this one, we'll get the guys back, obviously, because this has been a ton of fun. You guys got robbed. You should have had reunions and the whole thing. So we don't care. We'll keep doing this kind of stuff because you guys obviously deserve to have more of your personalities and more of the story of the show shown. I wish more people could have actually gotten to see this stuff. So awesome you guys are able to share that with us. But until next time, for myself, Brian, and the whole Jailhouse, FBoy, FBoy.
Hey.
Peace.